Hello friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I would go about making a clay cutter. And this video was requested by one of my viewers. This is a cat cutter, and this design actually tackles a few elements of Fusion 360 that you can possibly use in your workflow. So sit back, relax, have a cup of tea or coffee and enjoy. So we're gonna start this project by creating a new sketch. And I'm gonna make the sketch on this plane. On this sketch I want to create a square of the size of my final cutter. So in my case I'm gonna make it 45 mil by 45 mil. That seems alright. And let's import the canvas. So I'm gonna import it from my computer. That's the cat. And we're gonna place it right on this plane. Now we want to make it slightly bigger. There we go. And I want to place it right in the middle of my sketch. Now placing it in the middle of the sketch makes it easier later on to basically mirror everything, because I want to make only half of it. And then whatever I make on the left hand side, I'll just mirror it on the right hand side. And basically that helps me speed up things. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a line right in the middle of the whole thing. This line is going to help me make sure that I will design all the way up to it, so when I mirror it I don't have any gaps. Okay, I'm just gonna start by tracing the inside of this design, and I'm not gonna struggle to do a very precise trace, because we can always go back and modify all of these points. At the moment I just want to put them down. Okay, there we go. So I've got the first line. Now let's kind of try to modify what's going on here. So we're just going to try to modify these circles, these points, to make it look more like our design. If you don't know how this works and you want a more detailed video on how to use this tool, just give me a message and I'll do my best to try to explain all of this. We can also move the points if we need to. Okay, that seems good. That's amazing. So now we will simply take this line and offset it by 0.4 millimeters. And that will give us the cutting edge. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna offset it by 0.9 millimeters. Actually, this one is 0.45, because that's the width of my line when I 3D print. 0.45, and double that is going to be 0.90. Okay, so let's do one more, and then we're going to say this is going to be 3 millimeters. Okay, now I have a few extra lines here from scaling up this line, so I'm just gonna simply trim them because I don't want to see them. There we go. Okay, I'll do the same on the bottom. On the bottom actually it didn't really meet the line, so in my case I'm simply just gonna take a line and join it. That's one, that's another one, and then we'll find a third. Okay, and then I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so now we have everything that we need for the outside. Let's do the inside. Now, because this one is not going to be a cutting line, doesn't really have to be exactly 0.4, but it's good, it's a good idea to keep it in kind of like that 0.4 area. Let's carry on with the mouth, and then what we're gonna do is exactly the same thing like we did for this bit. We'll just simply take a line from there to there, there, and just trace everything out. There we go. Now if you want to modify these things you can, I'm happy with that. Okay, for the nose I'll just trace the outside, so it's simply tracing things around. Okay, there we go. So in this case I want to do offset of minus 0.45. Okay, so again this didn't connect, this doesn't look very good here, so we just modify everything a little bit, and that seems to be working just fine. So now I'll just trim this a bit. There you go, I'll just trim that. And then, well, we have the eyes. Let's make the eyes. So let's start with a circle. We're gonna go in the middle of the eye, and we're just gonna do one. And we'll take that circle, and then we're gonna offset it by minus 0.45. Okay. So now we pretty much, if we hide this canvas, we pretty much have everything that we need to mirror. Okay, so let's do that. We'll select everything and we're gonna mirror it, and we're gonna select this line and bosh. There we go. We have pretty much every element that we need to extrude. So let's do that. Let's extrude everything. So we're going to extrude this by 19 millimeters. Okay. Let's extrude the next one by 60 millimeters. And let's extrude this one by 3 millimeters. There we go. We have the cat. We're gonna extrude this by 18.19. There we go. So here's the problem, if you didn't realize it by now. When we're gonna 3D print this whole thing, mouth, nose and eyes, are gonna be floating. So basically we need to make a bridge that holds everything together. So let's do that. So I'm just gonna go back into my CAD sketch. I'm simply gonna make a rectangle that holds everything together. There we go. Now finish the sketch. So I'm gonna take this and extrude everything by, let's say, 10 mil. And there it is. That's the cat. That's everything we need. Let's send this to the 3D printer and see how it looks like. Thank you for watching, and as always, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.